I'm here with Jordan Love, a.k.a. Are you the Terminator?
The Terminator?
Yes.
No, why you say that?
Who has surgery 11 days ago
yeah.
and is back at, like, how does, what? Can you explain the physics and medicine of that?
Quick turnaround, you know? I mean, I think just because the hand it's on, being on my left hand, is the reason I'm able to get back. I think if it was my right hand, it'd be a totally different story.
6 days later, you're back at practice. Today, I see you, cameras down, but you were taking live snaps. How did that feel?
No, it feels fine. You know, it's one of those things that we're trying to avoid, you know, any like contact to it right now. So a little limited in what I can actually do, but I'm still able to get, you know, 7-on-7 reps and do one-on-ones with the receivers. So still staying active and doing things and just trying to avoid any contact to that, let it heal.
Can you take me through that today? So what was the contact? Because I saw the ball hit your hands today.
Yeah, no, the ball hits my hands, but it's on my fingers. You know, I'm avoiding anything on my thumb. You know, I'm in a little bit of a brace right now, trying to protect it. So just got to keep protected right now.
Week 1, close to 100%.
No, we'll be good. Yeah,
we're totally good.
Yeah, we're rolling week 1 for sure.
We love to hear
it.
It's so funny because I was like, what can I even talk to Jordan about? And you always just say, I want to work on my accuracy. And I think it's sort of insane because it's not true, because it's hard to believe that that's what you want. You have 60 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. How can that be something that you're trying to work on? I
mean, I'm trying to get to 100. You know what I mean? I need more than that. So I think there's always, I mean, you throw a lot of touchdowns, have a lot of good plays, but I think there's always some plays that you lose sleep over at night and go back and like, man, that's the one I missed that I could have made this throw if I did one little thing different in the pocket, the way my fundamentals, you know, all the different techniques. So, you know, I think there's always room for improvement, and it starts with the quarterback. You know, you got to be able to put the ball right where guys need it, and, you know, make their jobs easy.
Do you ever celebrate or appreciate what you've accomplished?
I mean, it's hard to right now. I think, you know, you got that one-track mind of the bigger goal that we're trying to accomplish right now as a team. And I think, you know, we haven't done anything to really celebrate yet. So, you know, I'm planning on having a big year this year, but I don't think that, you know, we've done anything to celebrate yet. So I think, you know, you got to stay locked in and stay focused.
Great mindset to have.
Yeah.
Why were you the lowest sacked quarterback last year?
I got a great O-line. What can I say? I
Tell
got
me.
a great O-line up front.
It's a very cool stat, though. You're tied with Josh Allen.
Yep.
The difference being Josh Allen was running around all year last year. You didn't have that luxury as much as you're used to having. So how did that happen? Yeah,
no, like I said, my O-line does a great job keeping me clean, but I think my goal as a quarterback is to not have any sacks, not have any negative plays, and try to avoid that as best I can. And you know, that comes with just knowing where the checkdowns are at. If somebody does get beat up front, or they have a blitz that, you know, we can't pick up, knowing where to get the ball out. Because, you know, I'm always trying to get the ball to my playmaker's hands. So
I think that's what it is. I think you just get the ball out really quick.
I mean, you got to know where to get the ball out to and where your outlets are at. So, you know, nothing's good going to happen if I stay in the pocket holding the ball.
Jordan Love gave himself credit for something. Breaking news here on the Up and
Saw the
Adam
O-line.
Show.
Stop it. Saw the O-line. Saw the O-line.
No, you gave him credit first, which I love. I feel like, you know, you're going to get used to having your mobility, sort of like your superpower. You're evasive out there. Last year, you didn't have it as much. Did that weirdly give you, you know, like when you lose your sense of smell, you can hear better? Did you gain that with your pocket presence? Like, is it like, you know, like, did you gain a superpower level in another area because you weren't able to be as mobile?
No, definitely not. You know, I think that's one thing that, like you said, dealing with injury and not being able to move, you go into the game with the mindset like, all right, I can't scramble around and make these plays off schedule, so I got to know, all right, the play's kind of dead. Let me find a check down. Let me get the ball out quick. So just having that in the back of my head every time, like when stuff's not going right, I'm not going to have that extra second to move around, try and make somebody miss sometimes. So just trying to get the ball out as quick as possible. But it definitely wasn't fun dealing with that, because I think that is part of my game, is trying to be evasive in the pocket, move around, and make plays off schedule with my legs.
And it can't get you down even when you can't do that. Now you got both working starting week 1, as you just heard from the Packers quarterback. I wanted to ask you about Matthew Golden, but I have to tell you guys do such a great job around here at everything, but keeping him a secret is just not. You guys are working real hard trying to not speak super highly of him. He's unbelievable. I saw him out there in one-on-ones. What did you even see just today?
No, he's great. I think, like you said, today he's been doing some phenomenal things, but that's every day. You know, every day he comes to work, he's got the right mindset. And I think it starts with just like I said, his mindset, he's trying to go dominate. It doesn't matter, rookie, first-round pick. He's trying to go out there and dominate and get better every day. And like you said, we're not trying to put too many high expectations on him because, I know it is his rookie year. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be things that happen. But he's been doing a great job in practice. So I'm very excited to see him on the field and just see everything come to life.
How about not the mindset, Jordan? Tell me about those wheels. Tell me about what it's like for you getting to go deep and hit him at the blazing speed.
Nah, he's very fast, but I think more than anything, the thing that stood out to me the most with him is just his hands. I think he has a very good set of hands. He's always going aggressive with his hands, trying to make every catch, and he doesn't let it get into his body very much. So he's made some phenomenal catches, and I think that's one thing that's going to be his superpower.
Have you ever tried to overthrow him just to see if it's possible?
Oh, we always talk about that. We always joke because Matt always says I be underthrowing receiver, so he's like, you can't overthrow anybody. So whenever we do, you'll see us flexing on the side a little bit.
Right?
Yeah, showing that arm strength. But those are those ones that you tell a guy, I'm gonna put it out there. I want to see if you can go get it. So we're gonna get a couple of those in the season to be able to test that speed on him for sure.
I love hearing that. And I was talking to Coach about his what is it, high school highlights? Have you ever seen
Matt? Oh yeah, we've seen those.
Tell me about Saginaw. He runs a lot. He's a little more mobile than I thought he'd be. I don't know why I'm saying that, but
Matt's an athlete. We've seen the highlights.
Tell me when. When is the last time you saw Matt LaFleur's highlights?
Matt's always going. He's going to act like he's humble, but he's going to show us those highlights now. He's going to put them in a team meeting and be like, oh, back in my day at Saginaw Valley.
Valley.
Yeah, he's gonna show those highlights, but he's got a couple dimes, couple little rushing touchdowns on there.
What did he do best?
I need to watch a full game. I haven't seen a full game yet, so I need to go back and evaluate because he loves to throw stuff out there that he was a great quarterback, things like that.
Jordan, tell me the last time you saw a highlight of him.
Last time? That's a great question.
You're like yesterday.
I don't know the last time.
Don't lie, Jordan.
I want to go. I'm about to go look now and watch some highlights from him, but Matt's always got those in his back pocket.
Oh my gosh! When I talked to Matthew Golden at the rookie premiere, he just said, and Savion said the same thing. Catching balls from you is just different. It sticks out to me. How would you describe throwing balls to him?
Shoot, that's just my job. I'm just trying to put the ball in the money. But I appreciate that they said that. I don't understand what that means, but I've been told that before. So I'm gonna take it as a compliment and just move on. But I'm just doing my job.
You're doing something right.
Yeah.
Love that. Evan Williams had a nice pick today.
Great pick.
Of Sam Darnold. I'd love to see it. I feel like his name's being thrown around. I asked everybody about him, of course. From your vantage point, the secondary, could you sort of size it up where it is this year versus maybe the same time last year?
No, I think we're in a great spot. I think guys like Evan, Bull, some young guys last year that were kind of proven and making a name for themselves. I think they're in a really great spot coming into the year, and I think they've done some good things. And Ev is a phenomenal playmaker back there. I think he's one of those guys who just has natural ball skills, and I think he's learning a lot from X as well. So we got a great secondary. I'm excited to see them put it to work, but I think they've been doing a great job. And like I said, the sky's the limit for them. And obviously X has been missing a little bit of time, so they've been getting some more reps. But I think Evan Williams is going to be a really good player.
Who gave you the best wedding gift?
Ooh, best wedding gift. That's a good question. That's a really good question. My agent, shout out Dave Mulligetta.
There we go, Dave Mulligetta.
Dave Mulligetta gave us a little piece of oven, so shout out. That's my guy.
A pizza oven?
Piece of oven.
What kind of pizza? Have you made a pizza?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Isn't Dave Micah's agent?
He is.
MICAH Parsons' agent. I'm just putting that out there. That would be kind of fun.
Hey, that would.
That would be kind of. I would just like to see that. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all. Have you seen this clip from Jerry Jones' new Netflix show?
Yeah, I did see that. Yep,
okay.
Yep.
What would you like to say to Jerry? You broke the man's heart.
I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say.
I'll ask you this. What do you remember of that game? Because here was his quote. I have to read it to you. That this loss hurts us in every way more than any one we've ever had. Mm-hmm. How did you see that? How would you describe that day?
Hey, he put it in great words right there. But no, it was one of those days where everything was just going right for us. We were making all the plays out there, executing at a high level, and it was a very fun game for us to be on that sideline. A lot of people I feel like counted us out that week and going into that game, and the Cowboys were a very high-ranked team, and they did a really good job throughout the season. So it's one of those games where you got to go in knowing it's a dogfight, and we put our best foot forward and came out the dub. So it is what it is. That's old news.
I think I came in here as, I don't know if you know this, I'm the GM of the fans.
Okay, let's see.
Xavier McKinney, you know this. I've told you this before.
Okay.
Xavier McKinney. I want to bring Micah here.
Okay.
I'd like to make that happen.
Yeah.
But I feel like you ruined it with that game.
No, I talked to Micah this offseason. We did a podcast together. I talked to him. I recruited him a little bit.
I know, but I don't think Jerry will let it happen because it's you.
Maybe
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Maybe not. It might not.
I think if the Micah trade does not, and by the way, you guys have the cap space. I know it's not your department. It can happen. It can easily happen. I think if it doesn't, it's your fault.
I mean, hey, it is what it is,
Last one for you. I'm from Chicago. I was in Chicago. I just came from Minnesota. I've done the entire NFC North.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Bears rivalry, which is so intense and amazing, does it feel a little upped this year?
I mean, I think every year it's up. I think that is the rivalry. It dates back for many years, but I think us ending the season last year with them and them, getting the best of us. But I think that rivalry is always up. I think they're, revamping new coaching staff, things like that. They got some good weapons over there. So they got a good team. And
not every coach says that he's excited to beat you twice, though, at his intro press conference,
Oh, I mean, it is what it is. We're not worried about that. We'll see them twice a year. So, we'll see them when we see them.
I wish that I had Jordan Love's mentality in life. You were absolutely unbelievable. Congratulations on everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Especially just everything going on in your personal life with your beautiful wedding. I've loved the TikToks, all of it. Hey, were you working on your footwork on one of those, those like wooden decks that like oversee the water?
Wooden decks? Are you
know
talking about on the honeymoon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No,
were you working on your footwork on those or something?
We're doing a lot of stuff out there, you know what I mean? Working footwork, get my little off-season workouts in. And we weren't.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And then you come back to Green Bay and have the best fans in the business.
Yep,
Thanks,
sure.
Jordan.
Thank you.